So pretty much immediately after I saved and shut down under Killing Moon for a little bit, I realized that there was that code in the drawer at the GRS building, and that we had not found a use for that. And so I assume there's something that we missed at GRS. So even though we can now travel here to the Bastion of Sanctity, we're going to go back to GRS. God, I hope that robot's still trapped. And we're going to try to figure out what to use that code, or what use to put that code to. We're also going to have to go find the code again because I don't remember the code. It's been a little while. So let's go do that. Okay. I seem to remember the code being in the supervisor's room. Maybe this is wrong. I think this is right. No, this is the right room, I think. I think it was in one of these desk drawers. No. I think this is the wrong room. Oh. I think it's in the first room we went to. Jeez Louise. I think it's in the R&D room. So let's go over to that room.
This access panel appears to be turned off. Getting around this place is too easy.
Yeah, we didn't look at that last time, so we did now. Is this the room? I mean, it's in one of it's definitely in one of the rooms we went to.
Nothing else left.
So now I don't think it's in this room either.
Nothing else left in here.
Whoop. Whoop. Sliding around. Maybe it was in Marcus, or is it Marcus? Whatever the guy's name was, who had the office that we trapped the security bot in. Man, I hope it wasn't in the safe, because I don't think we can go back in there. But if it was, then I'll just Google what the code was. But let's go check that. It's amazing how quickly this flies right out my head. Marcus Tucker. Yeah, I think it was in here. Oh. I think it was in this drawer.
These drawers are in... An old piece of masking tape is stuck here.
Okay, 142235.
An old piece.
142235. I can remember that. Now we just got to figure out a purpose to put that to.
Wow, they had computer consoles just like this on Lost in Space. As a matter of fact, I think these must be the props.
I assume that that's a code to open a safe somewhere. Like I said, last time I remember there being a vial or like a sample of the virus, but we didn't find it. So I'm going to guess it's got to be over here. Let's check the supervisor's office. I would assume we checked R&D and it wasn't there, if I remember correctly.
I have no idea what these things do, and I'm not sure I want to know. These computer panels probably do something, but I have no idea what it is.
Okay, here it is.
This type of safe requires a 6-digit code to open. If the people who worked here are anything...
There we go. So this is the thing we missed. And it looks like what I thought it would be.
I wonder what's in that vial. It says cigarette viral powder.
Okay, now it's coming back to me. So we watched that video, which we can't watch again, I guess. Maybe we can by interacting with the VCR, but it showed a guy getting like secondhand smoke of this virus. So if we do that, we now have a lethal cigarette, and we have a way to light it. So there you go. So I think that's all there is to do here. And go ahead and save, because I remember that we're about to go to a fairly dangerous place. As far as I know, we've done everything we need to do in all of these locations. So we're going to go to the Bastion of Sanctity, which is a place where we can die if we're not careful.
I heard that some rich guy a few years back bought the remaining pieces of an ancient European castle. This must be the place. As I approach the coordinates given in the shredded note from GRS, I see a massive structure jutting out from a deeply forested area. The bastion looks like a medieval castle, but there's nothing romantic about this place. It seems to lay there, a festering evil, like a paper cut gone bad. From here I can get a good look at the chameleon. He's pacing around, smoking like a brush fire and talking to himself. I don't know what he's smoking, but he looks higher than an infield fly. I've got to distract him somehow and get him out of the room. Then I'll figure out a way to get him out of here for good.
Okay, I definitely haven't been trying to find every way to die, but I think there's a unique cutscene for him. So, if I remember correctly, there is. So we'll go ahead and show what happens if we get too close to the chameleon.
In case you've forgotten, the fourth rule of a PI is don't get caught. Maybe you should get the chameleon to leave the main hall before you stroll in.
And yep, that was not a very long cutscene, but it was at least unique. Okay, so we can go near there. We just can't enter the main hall. Whoa. And these squirrely controls are not our friend. What's this?
I don't want to know what the chameleon uses this V-clamp for.
Okay, it's a V-clamp. It sure is. Okay. Not sure what we'll do with that yet. Man, these hairy controls don't make this easy.
These weapons would be really useful if someone hadn't bolted them to the wall.
It'd probably be too easy.
2 antique knights. I'll bet Rook wouldn't mind capturing these.
So obviously we need to get that lethal cigarette to the chameleon. I don't think he'll just take it if we go and hand it to him. Whoa, what's this? Nothing.
Well, I'll be darned. That's Uncle Morty, and he was not a handsome man. That's an odd place for a vase. I wonder if I could use it as a distraction.
Okay. What's over there? I have a feeling I'm going to get spotted if I walk past here, so I'm going to save again. Sorry about the save scumming, but I'm trying to do this. Okay, I didn't get seen.
Looks like a perfectly harmless bungee cord. It's probably used by the cult as some kind of diabolical torture device.
Okay. And is that the whole... Okay, that's the whole circuit. Okay, so I think we're going to use this to make a slingshot. We don't have a bullet for it, so that's a problem. We got to find something to load into it.
The chameleon has Elaine in a laser field. The effect of the beam is probably keeping her sedated. With the chameleon out of the way, I can find out how to shut it off.
Okay.
Even the chandelier looks evil. Those are probably supposed to be some kind of mythical beasts. They look like dancing goats. The sign of the rooster.
Okay, that's just gonna be dumb jokes. Okay, so we need to find... We're obviously gonna slingshot the the vase. But we need like a rock or a marble. Oh, or an eye.
This gargoyle's only got one eye, and it looks removable.
Okay. So... Oh. Okay, we can see that here. We've got a loaded slingshot. We've got a lethal cigarette. We've got a way to light it.
Our special tonight, lung dart flambe.
Okay. So I'm going to save it again here in case I do this wrong. Okay, we got to move because that will lure him. Oh gosh. Ultra sensitive controls. Okay. The old switcheroo.
Okay, the cigarette's in place. Now if you'll just go for it. Yeah, here he comes. Come on. Come on. Over to the table for some real smoking enjoyment. He's got it. That's it. Smoke away, sucker. Gotcha. Didn't anyone ever tell you these things can kill you?
I underestimated you, Murphy. Viral powder in my cigarette. Very clever. You're a worthy opponent.
You know, I think the world would be a much nicer place without people like you. People who go around stuffing other people's heads into water coolers.
But you've accomplished nothing. Except now, I'll be a martyr in the new order. And you'll die with all the other vermin in the great alluvion. And when the earth has returned to a state of perfection, and the purified races return after the waiting, my name will live forever.
Yeah, I guess that's good in theory. Too bad you won't be around to enjoy it.
Death means nothing. I would die 1,000 times to help fulfill the sacred prophecy. Enjoy your victory while you can, Murphy. Tomorrow night, you will die.
I caught a lucky break getting rid of the chameleon this easy. Death is always an ugly business, but if anyone deserved it, he did. Now I've got to get Elena out of the force field.
Okay. So that's it for the chameleon. He turned into a puddle of jello. I'm not sure why. I don't think that's an effect of the virus.
I won't be needing this ashtray. This whole incident has almost convinced me to stop smoking. I almost bought some chairs just like these at my neighbor's garage sale. That roaring fire makes me wish I'd brought fixins for s'mores. I almost bought some chairs just like...
Okay, where do we find the switch for that force field? Is it on one of these pillars? Whoa. Okay.
Oh, poor guy. That's a pretty small leaf.
Is indeed. I don't want to touch that. That might kill me.
Bread, milk, taco sauce. Damn! I know I'm forgetting something. This is Peter loaning Paul his Sgt. Pepper's album.
Yeah, I kind of want to figure out this sensitivity issue. Because my recollection is that there's a lot more finesse movement required in Pandora Directive. But probably just turn down the DPI on the mouse.
Apparently the artist forgot to paint on the other 2 leaves.
Very Rubenesque painting there.
Renaissance couple returning an overdue library book. Looking at this painting reminds me of the time that girl told me I had Roman hands.
Okay, here we go. And this shield, I'm guessing.
A shield. Reminds me of my deodorant soap. Being a man doesn't mean you have to smell like one.
There it is.
I've always enjoyed flipping switches, especially when I'm not absolutely certain what the switch does.
So before I do this, I just want to point out the absurdity of this. This guy builds a castle, and he includes this force field in the corner of his castle, right? And a switch for it. I mean, I guess I could see having like a portable force field to imprison somebody, but the idea that this is a permanent fixture is just really bizarre and very video gamey. But anyways, let's continue with the story.
Tex! I knew you'd come. That monster came to the motel. He looked just like you. So I opened the door. He must have knocked me out. It was terrible, the things he said to me. Oh, Tex, hold me. Kiss me.
Sorry, Elena. But like I was told long ago, guns don't kill detectives. Love does. Besides, every time I look at you, I can't help but think of your sister, and that gives me a stomach ache.
But Tex, I think I'm in love with you.
Look, I'm not your type, sweetie. Just ask your sister.
Are you sure there's nothing I can do to make you stay?
Do you play Twisty? Never mind. No, Elena, I don't think I could do it. You know, you're young enough to be my younger sister. But right now, I got a job to do, and I've got to do it alone. Unless I stop the cult from executing their plan, we're all gonna be toast.
Men worth having are always running off. Maybe it wouldn't work out for us anyway. If they don't kill you, let me buy you a drink. I owe you a big one.
Look, Elena, you don't owe me a thing. But maybe you could help me, because what I really need right now is a good lead.
The chameleon said that he was supposed to meet up with someone named Feral Puss at a place called the Broken Skull. Does that help?
Yeah, it does, as a matter of fact.
He summoned to his presence 1,000 hale and light-hearted friends to the deep seclusion of one of his castellated abbeys. This was an extensive and magnificent structure, the creation of the prince's own eccentric yet august taste. A strong and lofty wall girdled it in. Without was the Red Death.
Is that the final group?
Yes, brother. Everyone has arrived.
And all the provisions are stored. What about the wine? We hadn't received the shipment when I last checked the inventory.
All is in order, brother. We have sufficient supplies to take us into the next century.
Excellent. I will notify the master that everything is prepared. The celebration is set to begin at the appointed hour.
Okay. I'm actually going to go back to Tex's office very quickly. And I'm going to save. because I believe I can die in the next little dialogue. But no, I always want to hit that. I don't know why. I guess I see new game and I think new save. I think I can die during the next portion at the Broken Skull. So that's taken care of. Now let's go to the Broken Skull, which apparently is off planet.
The way station is small, with a diameter of maybe 5,000 meters. I have no problem finding the Broken Skull, which turns out to be a typical off-world saloon. The kind of place where all the booze is watered down, the prices are triple, and the waitresses all have fresh stitches on their foreheads. It's strangely quiet, though, and the dame behind the bar looks like she'd just as soon cut my throat as pour me a drink.
So what'll you have?
Give me 4 fingers of rye whiskey. Neat.
You know, we don't take American Express. Cash customers only.
Thought the place looked familiar. I must have seen it in a Visa commercial.
Very amusing. What brought you here?
I am a seeker of purity, who will abide no defect in spirit or form.
Yeah, whatever. Do you want a drink? You know, we don't take American Express. Cash customers only.
You take out-of-state cash?
We'll take any cash with the Made in the USA logo on it.
Let's not mince words. I'll give you a C-note for some information.
Put your money where your mouth is, Rockefeller.
I didn't even know I had a $100 bill. I think this just froze on me. Okay. World.
Okay, moneybags. One question.
What? Dude, that's not fair. Okay. Good thing I just saved.
The way station is small, with... Give me 4.
You know, we don't...
You take...
We'll take it.
Let's...
Put your money where your mouth is. Okay, moneybags. One question.
Can you help me find a ride to the Moonchild?
Do you have the token?
Let me check. No, I... Must be in my other overcoat.
Look, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I mean, maybe you're one of us, and maybe you're just an idiot. Go find your token. If you come back here without it, don't plan on leaving.
Okay, so that was Margot Kidder, and I think we will see her again since we have to come back through with a token. We don't know what the token even is. And the only person who we know who has any contact with them is Elena, who is luckily still at the roadside motel. So we'll go and we'll check with her and see if she can clue us in.
Did you forget something? I'm a grown-up girl now. I wish we could have renewed our acquaintance under better circumstances. GRS stands for Genetic Research Systems. It's a parent company made up of 6 smaller groups. I worked for Marcus Tucker in GDC, Genetic Disease Control. Sorry, I don't know about that. The chameleon said something about using an old silver dollar as a token.
Okay, so we need a silver dollar. And I think our friend Rook owes us a favor. So hopefully he has one. Otherwise, I don't know where else to check.
Judas Murphy, can't you find something else to do besides bothering me?
I guess if he doesn't have one, I would check with Chelsea next because she has a newsstand, and so she might have a silver dollar.
Yeah, I've got a couple of old Susan B. Anthony silver dollars in my coin collection. They're pretty expensive, though I guess I do owe you something.
Okay, easy enough. We're going to exit to the street so that we can save. Because I think we have another possibility of dying when we go back to that bar. I'm pretty sure, and I'll see if I can trigger it just because I think it'll be interesting. I'm pretty sure that Margot Kidder will shoot you. And I think that that's one of the unique deaths, so it's probably worth trying to trigger.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Well, I certainly hope so, because I faint at the sight of my own blood.
Well, let's see it. I haven't got all day. You've either got a lot of guts or no brains. Have a nice trip.
I shouldn't have to remind you, Murphy. Never underestimate a woman with an attitude.
And that's one of the, I guess, unique death animations. So we'll go back and we will actually give her the silver dollar this time.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Yeah, it went through the wash, but I think it'll work.
Well, let's see it. I haven't got all day. Okay. Go knock on that door and say Jax or better. The man you need to see is in there.
I walk down a hall and look at the name tag on the door. Feral Puss. Must be a charming guy. I call out the password and a gravelly, grating voice calls loudly for me to come in. As I step into the back room, I'm blasted by an aromatic wave of cigar smoke, alcohol, fish, and body sweat. The combination almost knocks me out. The room is empty except for a bloated hog of a man who seems to be the source of all the foul odors.
I ain't seen you here before. Who the hell are you?
Hey, call me whatever you want, but don't call me late for the purification.
You bluff a lot, don't you, Tex? I like that in a man.
You know, Mr. Puss, it's not only rude, but it's also illegal to point a Lester flame rod at a total stranger.
Ha! You're not a total stranger. I've been waiting for you for a while now. Though I thought you was gonna come up with that chameleon.
So you're disappointed the chameleon isn't here, huh? Why? Was he your girlfriend?
Hell, I ought to blow your head off right now. But I ain't gonna. I like watching you sweat.
You know, I bet you do. Probably makes your own body odor less noticeable.
Watch your mouth, boy, or I'll blow your damn head off. My boss told me that when you got here, I should take care of you. Now sit down!
Well, great. I'd like a Mai Tai with 2 umbrellas and a nice plate of those cocktail weenies.
I don't think so. I think you wanted me to slit your throat. But there ain't no sport in that. So I'm gonna give you a chance to beat the odds.
Oh, I've beaten a few odds in my time.
I'll guarantee you haven't beaten this. I call it the Farrellette table. 3 of them balls are hollow, and there's a spy drone in each one. They're little robotic arachnids with nasty stingers.
Well, dare I ask what's in the 4th ball?
Inside that one is part of a ticket to the Moonchild. I'll mix them around. Then you just have to pick the ball with the ticket and open it up. Do that 4 times, and I'll take you to the Moonchild.
Sounds like the old shell game to me.
Close enough. Here's the ball with the ticket. Let's play. Okay, pick a ball. Any ball.
Okay, we're going to save scum through here again. The low frame rate makes it pretty tough to be sure which one's the one. I think it's this one or this one. We'll see. Oh, wrong guess.
Finish up this lousy shell game and let's get on with it.
Okay. Well, we saw another, I guess, unique death animation.
Okay, pick a ball. Any ball.
And again, I swear the low frame rate,
Beginner's luck. Let's see how you do this time.
so I'm pretty sure it's the middle one. There we go.
Damn it! I guess I need to speed up the balls a little bit. Well, 3rd time's the charm. For me.
It like skips right there. Like when they all get to the middle. I think it's this one. Nope.
Finish up this lousy.
So I lost it in the middle, and it doesn't look like we can save scum. It looks like we have to do.
Okay, pick a ball. Any ball.
It looks like the animation's the same each time. So right now we have top middle. This is just awful.
Beginner.
I mean, maybe I'm just aging, and like this is what's revealing that.
Damn it!
I swear they just all disappear in the middle. Or it like cuts. I think it's the top one. Nope.
Finish up this lousy.
This is just... I remember hating this.
Okay.
You can't skip the animation. Yeah, the animation the animation is so few frames.
Beginner.
This one I can track better, but I'm definitely seeing some screen tearing, despite the fact that I have G-Sync on.
Damn it! 'Cause 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 'C
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just guessing now.
Finish up this line.
When they all go into the middle, I get a screen tear, and and maybe it isn't showing up on the recording, I don't know, but there's a screen tear, and I just can't.
Okay.
I can't track them. And it happens here, too. Like, these two, they touch, and there's a screen tear, and I can't tell if they swap positions or not. I just have to guess.
Begin.
This one, I can watch the ball the whole time.
Damn it.
So I think we determine this one's the middle one. No. What, did I get it
Finish
wrong
up.
twice in a row? Oh my god. This is a disaster.
Okay.
So is it top, middle, bottom? I guess I could have just looked it up because it looks like it's the same animation. I mean, it's obviously the same animation each time. I'm going to try to save Scum and see if I can just get...
Damn it. Lucky today, aren't we? I can't wait to see a spy drone tear your head off. No one's gotten this far before, Murphy. It'd be a real shame if you screwed up now.
So I think it's this one, but I'm going to try to save and see if I can save Scum here. And I'm wrong, so we'll see.
Finish up this line.
I swear, it looks like it's that one. I'm just guessing. Oh, there we go.
Damn you, Murphy! I wanted to see you die! But we did make a deal. I'm taking a few people up to the Moonchild in a couple of hours. You can go with us. I have some business to take care of. Wait at the bar until we leave. Drinks are on me. Be sure to ask for the house special. It's my favorite.
Sit down, brother. Have a drink. It's on the house.
Free drinks? Doesn't that eat up the profits?
That's pretty funny. This way station's gonna be a ghost town tomorrow. I intend to drink as much of the good stuff as I can before we fly off to the promised land.
Damn it, I haven't even started packing yet. So how soon before we leave?
Oh, it won't be long now. The purification will be tomorrow at midnight.
What is the purification?
You don't know? The purification is the foundation of the Brotherhood. You're not really one of us, are you? I'm afraid you won't be coming with us.
I shouldn't have to remind you, Murphy. Never underestimate a woman with an attitude.
Yeah, that was dumb. And I also, it doesn't make sense that he would even ask that because he does know.
Damn you!
Sit down, brother.
Just in case I screw this up again.
Free drinks? Doesn't that eat?
That...
Damn it.
Oh, it won't...
finally, the holy prophecies are coming true. By the way, Farrell told me to ask about the house special.
Oh, really? Well, Farrell's always been partial to the house special. Here you go.
Thanks, sister. Well, here's mud in your eye.
So, you're Tex Murphy. Well, we're gonna make your trip as comfortable as possible. Nighty-night!
The figure was tall and gaunt, and in the costume and bearing of the stranger neither wit nor propriety existed. There are chords in the hearts of the most reckless, which cannot be touched without emotion. Even with the utterly lost, to whom life and death are equally jests, there are matters of which no jest can be made.
I must have died and gone to heaven. Except I don't think people in heaven have raging hangovers. I must be on the Moonchild. I have to admit, it is incredible. I could get used to living in a place like this. I've never seen anything so beautiful. What's that sound? Something's coming this way.
Wake up, Mr. Murphy. We'll have no sleeping through the greatest event in the history of the world. I'm so glad you could join us on this sacred day. Maybe you don't recognize me. It has been some time. Lowell Percival, at your service. You did a job for me on Mars a few years back. Cleverness, tenacity, both then and now, have shown me that you belong here. In fact, I need to thank you for securing the statuette for us. The flawless crystal and the symbolic purity of the dove are the foundation of our beliefs. Our sacred text has said that our destiny would be secure only if we had the statuette in our possession. We are deeply in your debt. In an hour or so, we will fulfill an ancient prophecy. Specifically, the purification by means of the Great Alluvion. It is a fabulous name for a somewhat nasty process. Those creative minds at GRS worked extra hard for a long time to make our prophecy a reality. It was quite a challenge to come up with a plan that would match the details of the Great Alluvion as it is described in our sacred text. Cost me a fortune. Now everything's prepared. At midnight, I will become the savior of our dying world. The earth has become a rotting shell, inhabited by a mongrel breed of half-humans that infest the pure races with their filthy, mutated genes. Is that to be the fate of mankind? The earth must be thoroughly cleansed for mankind to be saved. Soon, we'll release the seeds of purification, the great alluvion, the baptism of fire, which follows will destroy all life on earth. But from the ashes will arise a glorious new age. In keeping with the sacred prophecies, we'll wait 40 years here on the Moonchild. Then our genetically pure children will return to a world that, like them, is clean and unspoiled. Though I may not live to see it, I will die peacefully, knowing that I have given mankind a purified world. I designed this moon child to be the ark of humanity, but it is also a splendid place to spend the next 40 years. We have it all here: aquariums, aviaries, zoos with animals of all kinds, forests, rivers, mountains, nightclubs, ballparks, everything you could ever want. And the people, only the creme de la creme: architects, bankers, doctors, artists, musicians, and a former president. And as for the women, they're all beautiful, intelligent, accomplished. 1,000 men, women, and children, all bound together by belief and purpose, a desire to create a world free of imperfections, a society of harmony, peace, without fear, without crime. Share in our dream, Mr. Murphy. You have less than an hour to decide. I can't allow you to attend the big purification party, but I'll be down to see you right after. I'm sure you'll agree that your options are limited.
So, Lowell Percival is behind all this. His offer is tempting. It sounds like paradise. And there's probably no way to stop the cult now, so maybe I should just make the best of it. Hold on, Murphy. Don't forget what they've got in mind. They intend to wipe out every person that doesn't happen to meet their standards. I wouldn't last very long in a club like this. I could never be part of their brotherhood. I've got to find a way to stop them, but I'm gonna need some help. If Ava Shanzi is still alive and I can find her, the two of us might be able to figure something out. Maybe it's too late, but I've got to do something. I looked through the pockets of my overcoat, but they've taken everything. All I've got left is the watch I found at the Countess mansion. Could be a lot worse, though. At least they didn't find the winter chip.
So now we're on day 6, and I'm glad that we survived, because this is sort of because you obviously need to have the watch with the hidden chip here. If you don't have it, or if if you're missing something else, you die, and then you have to reload an earlier save. But we did it. We've made it to day 6. This is sort of the final part of the game. It doesn't actually, there's no hour timer, despite what Mr. Percival said, but there are a couple of puzzles and obstacles on our way before we'll be able to wrap this up. So when we come back next time, we will do the Moonchild section and finish day 6, and then move on to day 7 for the ending. And that'll do it for the run. So I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.